Hey guys, just going to go over a couple of the terms because once we get to classifying quadrilaterals, it gets a little difficult if you don't know all the terms. So I'll just show you a couple of them. We all know here, that's my high, boom, that's a point, okay? A line, that is terrible, but, okay? A line goes on forever, connects 2 points but keeps going, okay? And that's written by saying line AB, okay? Line AB. You could even say that this is BA because it goes the same way in both directions, goes on forever. So this could also be line BA, okay? If it didn't go on forever and it just had 2 endpoints, that is called a line segment, okay? And that also could go both ways. So that could be line segment AB or line segment BA. Then there's also something called array. And this is something where a lot of kids get mixed up. Array only goes on forever in one direction. That's a B. So you're going to call this ray AB, but you cannot call it ray BA because it doesn't go on forever in this direction. Okay? A couple other terms. We have 4 different kinds of angles. This is a straight angle. When you have an angle which is 90 degrees, you know, 90 degrees with little boxes in the corner there, that shows 90 degrees, and that's kind of like a, just like that. That's a right angle. Okay, this is again straight angle. Spelled that wrong. No, I spelled that right. When it's less than 90 degrees, that's called acute. Not like it's adorable. You might think it's adorable. I don't know, it's little. It's less than 90. So that's acute. And then a large angle, so that's something that is over 90 degrees, is going to be obtuse. Okay? Straight angle is like 180. Okay? So there are your different kinds of angles. And is there anything else I have to put in this one? Okay, so sometimes you'll see a figure and you'll have to name different things like lines, line segments, or angles. So let's say, I'm just going to make a crude drawing here. Okay, so here's a figure, and there's a bunch of lines, line segments, there's different angles, and there's a bunch of points. So it might ask you to find an obtuse angle. Okay, so if I wanted to find an obtuse angle, look, I have DHB. That's an obtuse angle right there, over where H is. So I'm going to write that angle DHB. Make sure that wherever the vertex is where the two meet. That's going to be in the middle. So this could be angle DHB or angle BHD. Okay, that could be read either way. If it asks you to find a line segment, there's a whole bunch of different ones that you could pick from. You could pick line segment QP. You could pick line segment PZ. If it asks you to find a line, these are line segments. I'll erase this stuff so you don't get confused. If it asks you to find a line, we can see it, there's a line DZ. Okay? DZ. You could also name that line ZD because it goes in both directions. If it asks you for an acute angle, I have one here at DHA. That's an acute angle, right? That's less than 90 degrees. So an acute angle would be angle DHA. I erased the H. Okay. Also, I'm going to attach the classifying triangles onto this also. So we know what an obtuse angle is, we know what an acute angle is, and we know what a right angle is. So there are your three triangles that you're going to get to pick from. A right triangle is any triangle that has at least one right angle is going to be a right triangle. I wouldn't want to be the wrong triangle. Now we have an acute triangle, okay? An acute triangle has all three of its angles are going to be less than 90 degrees. Okay, less than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees. That's an acute triangle. Obtuse, remember, an obtuse angle is an angle that is larger than 90 degrees. So if a triangle has one obtuse angle, one angle that's greater than 90 degrees, that's going to be an obtuse triangle. So an obtuse triangle will always have one obtuse angle and two acute angles. You know what, I'm actually going to have a couple more minutes. I'll do lines also. And you're going to need to know these for classifying quadrilaterals. Parallel lines are two lines in the same plane that are never going to, you know what? Yeah, they're never going to intersect. And I'm going to get to intersecting in a second. I should have done that first, but that's one of Wes's toys. Okay, so these lines, like if you were to think of like the middle of a road and it has the two yellow lines, you could say that they just go on forever. They're going to be parallel lines. Okay? Parallel lines. Okay? Perpendicular lines they're going to intersect at a 90-degree angle. So these lines are intersecting, again, which I haven't gotten to yet, I'll get to that next. They intersect and there's going to be 90-degree angles all here, okay? So that's going to be perpendicular. So just like my elbow right here, these would be perpendicular line segments, okay? Because they form a 90-degree angle right here. And finally, intersecting, which you could probably use context clues to figure out what intersecting is now that I did the other two, are basically just two lines that are going to cross somewhere. Okay, so it's not going to be perpendicular because it's not going to make a 90-degree angle, but they are going to cross at some point. These are going to be intersecting lines. All right? And then I'll do another video probably for tomorrow, which will be classifying quadrilaterals because it's funny, things like a classic rhombus is also a trapezoid, and there's all different ways to put them together. So, and Ms. Toner sent you a sheet, so I'll expand on that a little bit.